Alrighty, time for day number. This day should be 16. Should be day 14, right? Of the no, off-season 1 month session or program, whatever you want to call it. Um, feel pretty good today. I had toast again with eggs, and this time I tried to boil the eggs instead of having them, you know, fried. So I'm having an iPad right now. I have Spotify up, so I've been doing this whole month basically without music because I don't know how the music's gonna sound here and all that stuff. So I was thinking I'm gonna try to see if I can like get the extra kick, because we're gonna do Turkish freaking get-ups today, um, from the music, and I can still talk and not bother you all. Um, Maybe I should just play music from the speaker and no one cares. I don't know if probably since I have like 0 views, I will not get copy striked because I don't really make any money off this. So maybe that will work. I keep saying I'm gonna live stream, but then I end up doing other things during the day, and the day just goes by fast. But I have decided that the days that I don't work out, I'm still gonna go down in the gym here in the morning and do like a stretching routine. Like get a little bit of blood flowing, and then do the stretching, especially with my ankle and hip mobility. I think that's very important. I saw the last video I made, which I uploaded before this one, when I did the 75 kilo squat. I saw I had some butt wink. Now I like the depth. The butt wink was not tremendous, but it was there. So I think with some more ankle mobility, more loose hips, and also like weightlifter shoes, or next time then I'll do squats, which gonna be next session, I'm gonna have like a small piece of like plank or whatever, which is going to be, it's going to be not as tall, or it's not gonna elevate as much as the lifting shoes that I want to get are going to, but still gonna give me a small edge, and then we'll see, does it look different, but yeah, we're going to go for front rack squat today and Romanian deadlifts first. I feel like Wednesday sessions are always like kind of like more hardcore. I think the first exercise, the front rack split squats, aren't the most difficult ones. Definitely gives you a good pump, but the Romanians are like super heavy, and then you get the Turkish get-ups, which is the fatigue. But we will do it. We'll make sure that we can pull through it. Something that I do enjoy with the front rack split squat is that since the weights are not overly heavy, it gives me a chance to kind of warm up with that exercise. So I do some light warm up. I've walked for a couple of minutes. I do some stretching and feel loose. I do that exercise, and after that exercise, I feel really good. So, especially since the Romanians after are going to be, I'm not going to say heavy for anyone else, but for me, it's going to be quite heavy I think I'm going to go like 90 kilos for 10 reps. Sets out of, I forgot, maybe 4 sets or whatever. So, Whew. So, sleeping update. I would say my sleeping is going okay. I did close the screen. I am closing the screen when I'm supposed to, 9:30, you know. I think it's one time thing I went on the phone to type after I took I had that time, but all in all it's working pretty good. And then I'm reading, you know, at the until I won't feel like falling asleep, which feels good, you know. I'm so happy I can read again, you know. It's just like such a weird thing to think that, you know, you should be happy and grateful being able to read, but my mind is able to see the words in the pages, you know, take them in. Now, when I read now, I would say I would do a fairly lazy read. So I don't really like memorize all the words, but I get the bigger picture. And for me, that's just great, you know. All right. Feel little bit warmed up soon. And also today when we're doing the deadlift, of course we're doing with straps, you know. We'll see after this week how my wrists are feeling, but doing the BJJ, I'm gonna do it twice a week. So I did it Monday, 2 days ago. Today's Wednesday. I'll do it today as well. And depending on how the schedule works, there might actually be, I think, like this headmaster of the club, like a highly ranked black belt BJJ guy, Jorge Santos or George Santos, I don't know how you pronounce it. He's gonna be there. So, you know, it's gonna be like a special type of 2 weeks there. And you know what, for me that's fine. If we're able to just work out some more BJJ, that's fine. You know, after this I'm gonna be halfway through this session or program, so I will be able to just have like kind of like a week of recovering a little bit. And if there's like 4 or 5 sessions of BJJ next week, that's gonna be fine with me. I will focus on just testing out my new maxes for the next program, which I'm leaning more and more towards the combat athlete program due to the fact that I am in need of those overall strength. Although I like squats, but if I manage with the combat athlete program, I could still squat twice a week if I wanted to, you know. So I would still hopefully get some progress in my squat. Maybe not that's only squat oriented, but I will get a lot of other overall qualities which will help me, you know, if I want to go into Olympic lifting later. So today we're banging out 40 kilos on the front rack squat, which I think is gonna be exciting. But we're pyramiding like always, so 30, 35, and then we'll just go 40. I'm gonna try alternative, because I've been doing like only the left side and only the right side. I'm gonna try alternating the sides now in the warm up and see how I kind of feel, if I wanna do that or not, you know. Yeah, it felt okay. I'm starting to like this movement since I'm getting more used to it with elbows. So I'm probably going to keep on doing these. I hope that they will come with the program if I end up doing that one. You know. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with the Bluetooth speaker. It's just gonna give me a nicer feeling, and we will see if I end up having to do like a voiceover for the rest of this video. So be it, you know, trial and error. All right, so I tried to, well, basically, we're gonna have to do a voiceover now, which isn't optimal. They're gonna come through this video, but whatever. I tried to play some music on my speaker. I felt like, you know, maybe I would be able to make it, but, you know, apparently I wasn't. I felt though that, you know, and doing voiceover, it's, you know, it's whatever. I felt these front squats, you know, doing the alternative sides did make me feel a little bit more unstable. And in a way, I think that's good to expose myself to, you know, become, in order for me to become more stable, you know, and I really, I still, I've said many times, but I enjoy the fact that I'm working with such low weight in comparison to the other exercises here, that I have the room to work on those small things, right? So, leg stability, ankle stability, knee stability, and all that stuff. I could feel my core felt great here. My wrists, you know, they're still getting used to this position, but they're getting better. And at the same time, well, they're getting better, but I'm also upping the load, so it kind of feels like a little bit better. And I think like if I didn't have the same load, it would feel a lot better. But yeah, I tried to keep the rest low, short, I should say, on this exercise due to the fact that I get such a nice pump, and that, you know, I can just bang these out. You know, I probably I would not be able to do all of the reps without a rest period, but yeah, they felt good. I think they look okay. I'm sure if you are more into these movements that I am, you could find a ton of mistakes. But you know, loading these up for 4 sets here felt, you know, definitely doable. And I am going to, probably I'm gonna say the same things in the voiceover now as in the video. You know, I took a chance, a gamble to play the music, and YouTube crashed my video, so I had to mute all the music and just see if I can have a voiceover over. But I'm definitely going to have somewhat, you know, a similar exercise to this or this one. I'm gonna keep on doing it because I feel like it's giving me a lot of, like, you know, overall stability. So working out in a nice polo shirt today, which you know, when I'm just sitting at home doing basically nothing, especially during, so let's say that work day, right? I work out and take a shower, grab a new t-shirt when I get home, or polo, whatever, sweatshirt. Rest day, I don't really sweat a lot, you know, so I can have the same shirt on me at home during my rest day. And then the day after that, you know, it's working out, so it doesn't matter if it smells a little bit, you know, because I'm gonna, you know, work out anyways. So I wear the same type of shirt. If I had the anime shirts on, those are just for working out. But you know, once I have like a inside shirt which starts to smell a little bit, then I will definitely have it in the gym. So just gonna pyramid our way up to 90 kilos. I don't know how this is going to look. See here. So Romanian, so basically from the hanging stance. I think I can do the warm-up without straps, you know. We'll see. Maybe I will regret myself soon. So this is 40 kilos. Yeah, that feels. I feel a little bit tight in my back, so probably gonna do some stretching before I get to the working set, you know. So 70 kilos. Now we're rounding up to 80 kilos. This is gonna be heavy. This is gonna be really heavy. But you know, that's the way. And I realized I've done on the plank set, I've done, I think, a little bit different from what I supposed to. So today's plank drill is gonna be insane. I think today's session is the worst sessions, or like the toughest ones during the whole, you know, week or the 4 different days. The day 2 is definitely the most taxing one, but also it's going to reward you the most as well. You know, difficult and tough core is so essential for sports like BJJ. So no, it doesn't matter. All right. Let's see here. See, that's why it felt a bit weird. Had the paddings on the outside. So double on this one, and then we bang out 10 reps on the heavier weights. All right, so we'll be doing it. So, you know, this is one of those exercises where initially when you look at it, you kind of feel like
So
it's gonna go, but you know, the body is capable of doing amazing things.
next
You know?
step there, doing these voiceover is really not my thing, and I've been pushing this video on for several days now just because I don't have the energy or the creativity to force something out, you know. And especially since there's many sets now where I kind of have sound and not sound. So I'm basically going to keep the rest of the video without with no more comments, you know. And for the longer periods, you know, that's just the way it's gonna be. I'd rather just move forward, you know, and not be so stubborn, you know. But thank you if you enjoyed, you know, watching the video.
That felt heavy, heavy tiring. Wow. But we did it. This felt, or that felt, but still, we did it. 4 more of these bad boys. Then we're going to perform the superset of freaking death, you know? So I'm gonna have to queue up like a couple of like, you know, anime songs, just digs deep into my soul and go for it, you know? So I really hope that the form is good. So I can feel that it's heavy, right? So, but nothing is just exploding my back, you know. So I think it's good. But this, like I thought going into the next, I know I shouldn't think about the next superset after this work, this movement, because it's this exercise. But yeah, you're gonna see what I mean when I do the superset. Okay, set number 3. This is fucking crazy, guys. Sorry for swearing, but today's session, I mean, I'm gonna do everything in my power to complete it. It's gonna be a killer, but this is how you become strong. And definitely today, I'm gonna eat a lot of food. You know, once I'm done with this session, I'm gonna go inside, cram a nice big meal, and you know, make sure I'm well fed during this whole day to give my body the kind of energy that it needs to recover. So yeah, and then tomorrow is a rest day, so that's good. Tomorrow, me and my girlfriend, we're gonna go to it's like a burger joint, a restaurant. So there's not like, I think I said in another video where I went with my friends and I realized that I haven't gone to this place with my girlfriend in a while. So I'm taking her too. They have some great deals on burger this month. So tomorrow is just gonna be rest day and eat a lot as well. You know, after you have a crazy session, like pushing your body to that point, it needs to recover, you know. But I'm happy that I'm able to push these, you know, weights. Doing better than I expected. So hopefully my training has been giving me some results, you know. So that set took a little bit more than half the song. It's a short song. So go rest for another minute and then we'll go again. It's so funny, I've had these shoes for what, 11 years now? They've been in perfect condition, and now I start using them at home. They start being worn, so maybe I haven't really used them that well during these years, you know. All right, so currently sitting and choosing the songs to this superset. I'm just gonna try, because I've been thinking like, all right, so, you know, I've been doing like this supersets kind of wrong. So before, you know, when I've done the Turkish get-ups, I basically like, I gone up on my arms, down, and do that 8 times, but I'm supposed to do it 8 times per side. So, you know, if I can prove that I can do it now, then, you know, it will not have been for nothing. And if not, then, you know, misunderstanding one exercise is not going to be the end of the world. But I'm kind of like putting together some songs now to help me, you know, kind of get through this. So we're gonna have like the same song as the first kind of superset, but in Japanese. And after this, I have one more song in queue, and after that we'll have to find one more song, because these supersets are not easy and not quick, you know. But anyways, we're gonna get going so we get it done. 3 more of these. that one, I locked out my elbow another way. So the get-ups felt doable by doing 16 of these. So, of course, I'm gonna find like the technique for the get-up at like the second last set. Locking out. So, you know, my triceps are wanna fall down. But if I kind of like hold my dumbbell like this, it's weighing by itself, kind of like assisting in the movement. I normally don't drink this much water, but oh man. It's going to be interesting to see how, you know, once I go back to work normal full time, it's going to be interesting to see how I'm gonna manage with the you know, time schedule. So I'm not gonna have the time to go work out in the morning unless I get up at like 5, which I guess I could, but maybe I will start working out at lunch and do less intensively, you know, workouts. We'll see. So yeah, all right, we're about to get ready for the last set, and I'll play this song. You guys are gonna get sick of hearing the same song over and over, but for me, it's about getting that. Try to see if I can get the extra willpower. I had that the other week, or like 1 month ago before I started this. I had like one day where I had like the super willpower. It felt so amazing. I haven't had it since, but I hope I do soon. All right, last set, let's go. Okay, so that's how Matthias learned the Turkish get up, the freaking second last set of this block. So I understand why they would want you to have kind of like a dumbbell, or sorry, kettlebell, because when you're holding a dumbbell, and I'm holding the weight like in the middle, right? So it's gonna turn into me. But let's say I do a kettlebell. You saw how I kind of tilted the dumbbell out? With a kettlebell, I have that automatically, you know? So, learn something new. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do these sometime soon again. So what happens is I do it this technique the wrong way, a gas out, and it affects the other plank as well. I think that if I did this exercise the right way from the first set, I would be probably able to do these without rest or with minimal rest. I might still have had to do the plank on my knees, but that's whatever, you know. Yeah. So now we're gonna do push-ups and the rows. And I keep putting back the barbell. I don't need to do that. And to keep track of my iPad's watch, it's 8,019 hours now. It's kind of cool.